A GA4 audit used to take me 3-4 hours of concentrated time. Before AI, that meant clicking through every setting in GA4 looking for what was broken. Now in 2026, that same audit is happening in 3 to 4 minutes. I typed 3 prompts into Claude and it generated a full audit report on my GA4 property. I'm going to show you what I typed in and what came back. Now I don't care if this is your first audit or your 100th. 3 prompts, you can do this today. 2 things, that's the whole setup. Claude Pro, the paid plan, not just the free tier, and an MCP connector for GA4. The connector is what lets Claude talk directly to your GA4 data through the API. No copying, no exporting, no spreadsheet sitting in the middle. If you want the full explanation of what MCP actually is, I have a dedicated video on that. The link is in the description. Now in Claude Cowork, that's the desktop app you're looking at right now, you can see the connectors panel. Things like Zapier, Gmail, ClickUp, have native connectors, basically one click in their setup. But GA4 is different. GA4 requires manual installation. Now we built a setup guide that walks you through the exact steps. Comment audit below and I'll send it to you for free. And if AI-powered analytics is the kind of content you're looking for, hit subscribe. This is what we do here. All right, connectors live, let's run the audit. 3 prompts, here's the first one. Prompt 1 is almost annoyingly simple. What Google Analytics properties do you have access to? That's it. That's the handshake. Before you run anything, you want confirmation that Claude can see your GA4 property through the MCP connection. It comes back with your property, or many properties if you have access to a bunch of accounts. Name, property ID, connection confirmed. Now you know it's live and you can move. Prompt 2 is where the audit happens. Now I want you to perform an audit on the GA4 setup and tell me what is good, bad, ugly, and needs to be fixed. No technical framing, no jargon. Good, bad, ugly needs to be fixed. Here's what came back. It did the full audit, and it's even using something called Eyes in the Journey, which is something that's pretty cool because that's our proprietary framework at MeasureU. It pulled custom dimensions, channel groupings, including one labeled Channels with AI Traffic. Now in 2026, your GA4 is already tracking a behavior category that didn't even exist 2 years ago. But if you haven't looked at your channel groupings lately, that's exactly why you need to run this audit, because you're probably not even having one that says AI traffic. Quick question before prompt 3. When did you last audit your own GA4? Drop it in the comments. Never, recently, honestly, not sure. I want to know where people are at. Okay, prompt 3 is where it gets strange. I said, can you control my browser to log into GA4 to use the audit skill? And that's what's crazy. It's taking screenshots from me. It's controlling my browser. It's just wild. Claude can log into GA4 through Chrome extensions, navigates the interface on its own, and pulls screenshots of what it's looking at. Then it runs an audit skill that we have directly against the GA4 live UI. Not a data export, the actual interface. And here's the part most people don't think about. You don't have to sit there and watch it work. See it running in the background? Go do something else, and it notifies you when the audit is finished. And that changes what running an audit means in practice. This just goes so much deeper. It's so cool. Wow, it's awesome. The deep dive came back as a full document. Executive summary, traffic breakdown, findings and gaps, what's working and what isn't, and specific action items with fixes attached to each one. It even gives us the fixes and action items we need to do, which is just crazy. Most audits they're really good at defining problems, but what you really need is what comes after you have that list. And the deep dive that I created had it. A clear path from finding to fixing for every issue that surfaced. 3 prompts, 3 to 4 minutes, that whole document. So the GA4 audit is done, and here's what happens next. At least what happened for me. You solve one problem, and then you go and you see the next one. You see GA4 tracks the data, but Google Tag Manager fires the tags that feed GA4. If the tags are wrong, the data is wrong. So the audit isn't really finished until you've looked at GTM2. And I asked Claude to run a tag audit on the GTM container that I have access to. And the question the tag audit really is answering, it goes beyond, are my tags firing? It's, what is every one of your tags doing? What is it sending? And where is it going? What came back was 555 characters of tag analysis. Validations passed, critical issues flagged, implementation gaps identified, all in one output. Banners that are running, all kinds of stuff. And it's so cool to see what comes out of this thing with the tags and doing a tag audit. And then you can say, can you put all this into a spreadsheet as well? And it did. It didn't export it, didn't give me a CSV that I had to import somewhere else, not copy paste. Claude built the spreadsheet from the audit output directly. Now you have a reference document. something you can share, update, and come back to. And that's when it clicked. Once you solve one problem, you get more ambitious because now you're looking at the spreadsheet and you're thinking, hey, GTM connects to server side connects to Stape, and Stape has an MCP connector too, and then email, and then CRM. One thing leads to another, and that's not scope creep. That's how clean measurement gets built. You pull at one thread and then your whole picture starts to come together. And we're gonna follow these threads in future videos. But right now, your GA4 audit, your GTM audit, your spreadsheet output, that's already more than most people have done with their measurement stack this year. And I wanna say something before we wrap up. This isn't a one-time thing. Running an audit once is better than never. But the whole point of clean measurement is that you're verifying it on a regular basis. The C and the L in clean, collect and label, those aren't just boxes you check to see once and you move on. They're things you come back to because tags break and data drifts in ways that you won't notice unless you're actually checking. And if you're not actually auditing, you're just hoping that the numbers are going to be right. And hoping is not a measurement strategy. And here's another thing. I don't care if this is your first audit or if you've done 100 of them like me. The AI doesn't care either. And I mean that in the best possible way. Because here's what I've had to be honest with myself about. I'm not as smart as this thing is. Not because I haven't done good work. I have, for a long time. But my work is limited to my imagination. Claude has the imagination of the entire internet. 20 years of pattern recognition in my mind against the entire internet's pattern recognition. That's not a competition that I need to win. That's a tool that I need to use to make myself more efficient. And whether this is your first time looking at GA4 or you've been doing this since Universal Analytics, that's the playing field right now. The audit took 3 prompts. The output was real, and the workflow is available for you today. Go run it. Here's where to start. Comment audit below. I'll send you the free MCP connector setup guide, the exact steps to get Claude talking to your GA4 property. 15 minutes of setup and the whole workflow we walk through today is available to you. Go run the audit on your own property, see what comes back. And if you want to go further, the refined version of the audit skill, the tested prompts plus courses on what you actually do with the findings, that's MeasureU Academy. That's the audit workflow, the methodology behind it, and the path to doing something useful with what you find. If that's the work you're doing, hit subscribe. That's what we cover here. And I'll see you in the next video.